Alright, glad to have you back. Still Daybreak Africa from our Lagos studio. This is where we dive into the heart of the conversation. And this morning I have Ademola Oyetuji, who will be helping us to dissect the issue of skill acquisition and how we can rethink the process, especially thinking of educational courses that can suit the current realities in our society. A very good, big thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Yeah,
right.
Good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, madam.
Now, let's start with the issue of human capital development. Year in, year out, month by month, day by day, we keep, seeing people with huge zeal to leave the country. How do you react to this? Is it a pleasing scenario?
It's so disheartening. Even a sector that we need most. We recently said our doctors, they want to go to Saudi Arabia, and not only that sector, people have been leaving, intellectuals have been leaving this country for greener pasture outside the country. Why? Because our system is not giving them what they need. Haven't spent a lot of money to get the certificates and the skills. Still know where to utilize it, and that is a big problem. And so quite unfortunate that our system, our administrators, let me use that language, or the political office holders are not seeing the danger in this. Imagine a doctor saying that if doctor should leave, it's none of his business, that we have enough.
Of course, we don't have enough. It's obvious.
We don't have enough. So that's a quote. It's in the media.
I know the person that said it. So,
and it's quite unfortunate. That's to that side. You're talking of other sector. Which sector are we self-sufficient as in human capital? None. So, and our people are still living. So it's a big concern. For me, danger ahead.
Red flag.
Red flag.
Should we say that the government is not making any efforts, or the efforts of the government is not enough?
Government is making effort, but I would say it's not enough.
It's not enough.
It's not enough. The reason why I said that is this: a system. If a system is good, everybody will feel at home. And one Yoruba they says that Ajole Dabile, that is no place like home.
Exactly.
So those people that are going, it's not as if they want to go, but the system forced them out. Imagine to train a doctor, for a family to produce a doctor, you know what it means. You know what it has cost them, even the person being a doctor, and how much is the remuneration of our doctors in Nigeria? That commensurate to what they have spent to get that certificate.
Of studying.
Now, that's So if now they are still now doing it, are they getting their benefit? Imagine they want to go on strike now. They currently engage one. They want to go on strike. I don't know if you are aware.
Is it the medical association?
Medical
they want to join the
last strike is even a month today.
They've served another ultimatum. ASU, they've served another ultimatum. They are going. And government is not doing enough. Let me just say that on that note. Government is not doing enough. Now, what they need to do is that we need to change our approach to things. Our approach to a lot of things, we take everything for levity. Anything that is not politically,
motivated.
Motivated. You don't see our government being waking up. That's why we are having insecurity everywhere, and everybody is crying out. We haven't seen anything yet. If you don't take proactive action to make sure this. So, in all of this, government is to provide a enabling environment. Government is not to create job. If government should give us light, I know you are running on generator here. So you can imagine the cost of production of this, what we are doing here. So that cost of production will have employed some other people that will be of one or two things doing here. That one will be out on the street looking for job, right? But your organization don't really want to cut cost. So at any time, even what 3, 4, 5, 6 people should be doing, I say one person have to stay because cost of production is there. Overhead has to be reduced. So government is not doing enough. Virtually in no sector. Where they are doing, I will mention it. And where they are doing, they are still lacking in disseminating the information to the people that needs it.
You know, in as much as education is necessary, it's becoming obvious that, you know, it's not meeting the needs and demands of the society. Let's talk about paper certification. I have friends in universities that, you know, they want to struggle, they want to read, they want to get the A's and B's, they want to, you know, impress the lecturer, write well in the exam. But at the end of the day, when they come out, they don't fit into the society. I've seen that as a very big problem. You are a young entrepreneur. I believe we were just discussing behind the scene. You told me you have HNDs, you have degrees, and you have not even taken your certificate from your institution, but you are doing very fine as an entrepreneur. How would you react to this issue of paper certification?
Our curriculum needs to be not to be reviewed, but to be changed completely. If we continue to use the same curriculum that we are using, we are not going to head anywhere. We have to, like I mentioned in an interview just not quite long, I said our curriculum should be thrown into dustbin and come up with a education to industrialize. We have to, our education should be, you know, tailored at industrializing Nigeria. We are not industrialized. That's why you see a graduate of computer science, computer engineering, they cannot even install software on computer because practically
technical know-how
is not there. And we have some institutions in Nigeria as we speak that focus on that technical institution, but they are relegated. The government is not even encouraging our students, our young ones, to go into that institution to learn technical education and produce results, productive to themselves and to the system. So, okay, I mentioned to you that I have certificate that I have not collected. Yes. I have ND in banking and finance, I have BS in accounting, but I tell you, those things that I learned, if I want to practice accounting, those things I learned in the university, I will never be, I will never be relevant in that skill, in that field. What I learned, I am telling you. Because imagine we were given some courses that is not relevant to accounting when we are mandated to pass that course. When we have Siege, P3, all those things that's supposed to, we have to pay to get that, you know. So the education system in Nigeria, if I would say we have technical school in Nigeria, but we are not looking in that direction, and that's the way to go. This equipment that we are using here is manufactured, I would say 99% of it is from China.
China, Japan, and
so they are not PhD holder in this technical, in ICT. You go and find out secondary school level, but they delve into what they know how to do, and they are coming out with this, and they are copying this, and they are manufacturing this, and we are purchasing it from them. We are importing all these things, and we are not in that realm. Okay, what can we do to do something like this? They have the same problem some years back, but they look inward now, see where they are. If you want to get any electronics or anything now, even in US rely on China to produce. So why are we not looking in that direction? That we just have a certificate of this. Some people will finish masters, get PhD. Ask them basic thing in what they say they have all this certificate. They can't even provide any. In one of my interviews in one radio station some years back, about 4 years or 5 years back, I said, if I'm privileged, I might withdraw some professor's certificates. I might if I'm privileged. You know what? In an advanced country, professors prefer solutions to problems. But our professors, they will be victimizing even their students that you're not going to pass my course, you fail this course. That was to me when I was in school.
It's supposed to be guidance.
It's supposed to be guidance. And that's why you see Nigerians will leave the shore of Nigeria and travel abroad
and do amazingly
well. In a couple of years, that professorship we are talking about, some people like certificates. In few years after their university first degree, they become professor. But in Nigeria, it's now a carcass. Let's not go there.
All right, thank you so much. I really understand that we have the reading and learning culture of we Nigerians is so low, so it makes a lot of people lack quality. The reason why I said this is because I listened to an interview with Femi Falana. He now said something. He said we should not paint Nigeria like the most corrupt country. No. That there are other countries also that are more corrupt even than Nigeria, just because that Nigerians' noise
even mentioned yesterday,
is being heard everywhere. That we should not say that, okay, Nigeria is the most corrupt. But now, looking at the whole scenario, you pointed out that there are so many sectors that are not working. Education, health, and all of that, they are not working. And we need to prefer solution. We don't need to depend on the government right now on how to develop ourselves. Yeah. But the reading and learning culture of Nigerians, average Nigerians, it's so low. How can we improve on ourselves personally?
I would say capacity building.
Yeah.
That's just to cap it. Capacity building. We have to increase in our capacity building. Then when you say Nigeria is not as corrupt as is projected, I would say that's a duty. Media. There are things that happen in those advanced countries that is not reported.
Yeah.
We should report the good sides of Nigeria. We should do documentary of a lot of things that we have. We should showcase Nigeria, in a good light to the outside world, media. So, and I know that's part of what you are doing. Now, come to talk of what we need to do. Education. You say reading culture. We are reading. Who tells you we are not reading? If anybody says that, I will not agree. But what are we reading? That's the question. Yeah. We are reading, but what are we reading? Are we reading things that add value to us? A lot of people who have their data, of course they are reading. They are reading different things, but what are they reading? Are they reading content that add value to them? Sure, you understand? So that is where the problem is. We are missing it. We are reading, but what are we reading? We are not reading right. Just like my nickname, add right. Yeah. You have to do things right. Nigeria is not getting it right. So in that respect, our capacity building needs to be tailored to solving problems that we have. Solving the problem of technical know-how. Do you know there are some facility I've been to some in Osun State, let me mention it. Yeah. There's a facility you can do your documentary report on that. There's a place is owned by Federal Ministry of Science and Tech. I was crying the day I visited that place. They have fabrications sector, they have wood, they have leather works, they have different ones. The property is idle. They have hostel. It's like a school. It's idle as I speak. Facility that is there, I don't think some technical school or university is having that what they have, and they are locked up there. Idle. The place, of course, even the staffs, they are just growing cassava, doing different garden. I mean, I will have shared the video with you. I'm crying. I have to solve this problem. I'm doing that, and that's the reason I'm saying let's not talk about government. As Nigerian, what should we do?
Exactly, that's the point.
In one of my write-up, because I do series, business support series, lecture, I train, orientate, expose them to business loan they can get and build them up, and how to defend their business plan and the rest of it. We started another section of the series on Saturday. We talk about export. On Sunday, I do why you are denied of loan. You can get a loan is available. I'm very aware of that, business loan. So, and when I was doing that, I said, this is why you are getting it wrong. And I analyzed it. Sir, some people, like I said, you are doing business, but you are not doing right. You are learning, you are not learning right. A lot of things we are getting all this wrong. Some media houses are reporting wrong. They are not reporting right. I challenged my Osun media. I said, you people, Osun at starting, what is it to showcase that Osun is actually progressing? Yeah. We have gold in Osun, we have diamond, we have tourmaline. Tourmaline is used for making glass. We have gold, we have a lot of things. We have a lot of tourist sites. Tourist sites that are supposed to attract a lot of things to Osun State. What are we doing? What are we now celebrating at 30? So, media, please, you have a lot to do in this respect. And for me, I have an NGO and I have a cooperative. I've started in 2013. A better Nigeria without oil and gas. The caption of my business series is be a solution and make money. Yeah. Those problems, solve the problem, make money. That's problem of electricity, right? Yeah. Don't worry, you are going to be using my generator now. You are not going to use fuel. We are bringing it.
You're coming up with that.
No, it's already on ground. So I will talk to the management to please. You are not going to be boiling fuel. I'm not joking. And you'll be you have light here. I'm not also making money. I'm solving problem. So instead of you burning a lot of diesel, carbon monoxide, and don't do that. save, clean energy.
Yeah.
Because I've said it before in 2013, a better Nigeria without oil and gas.
Yeah.
So we are close to it. Now you move your car without fuel, charge it. Solar panel on top. Sometimes you don't even need to charge. So we are getting there. If Nigeria is not looking in other directions, they are depending on oil and gas. I'm sorry for Nigeria.
Let's talk about the other directions. If you look at countries like United Arab Emirates, Dubai, we talk about how they had oil, but they never banked solely on that. We talked about tourism on Osun State, on those states, in Donra Hill. We have so many tourist attractions. How can we leverage this on the opportunity? Even the agricultural setup is another side. I also believe that for us to have a favorable agricultural scene, our leaders have a role to play by making the society, the environment favorable and safe for we to operate. I think I read from the paper yesterday, early in the morning or so, that the Minister of Agriculture and Power have been sacked. When you look at all this, we wonder why they were sacked. I don't really know. I don't want to go deep into that. But how do you think we can leverage upon these opportunities as a people to grow our economy?
Thank you. What we need to do things right. I'm still mentioning right, doing it right. In agriculture, there are projects I wanted to start. That insecurity is hampering me to start that. Thousands of hectares of farmland. It's not my funding is not the problem to do that. But insecurity, that is the role of government, to provide me a enabling environment to do my business. We are not saying they should come and farm. We want to do it. Now, regarding doing things right, majority of even these agricultural produce, we have cashew, we have cocoa, we are exporting them raw. And we are importing the added valued products. And we are getting it all wrong. I'm engaged recently with Nigeria Export Promotion Council, and they charged me with the responsibility of orientating the public that they should want to stop giving license to people that want to export anything raw. They have to add value. Recently again, Nigeria Raw Materials Research and Development Center, recently we are working something out in another way that raw material in Nigeria should not just be that they will be sourcing raw material from abroad. You know why? Majority of the raw material moves out of this place to abroad. Those people add value to it, now import it back. As raw material to our Nigeria system. And that's a lot of millions of jobs wasted in that respect. So we need to look inward to, okay, my cashew, I need to add value to it before I sell, even if you want to export to gain dollar. Now, my cocoa, why are we selling cocoa beans and we are importing chocolates? Why are we even in the area of oil that we mentioned? Why are we putting our crude oil to the international market and we are importing just only 3 byproducts? The rest of byproduct, about 17 rest of it. Who is accounting for it? Why are we in that? Why are we not getting it all right? Education, right? Tourism, we are not getting it right. We don't develop our tourist center. We don't make it attractive. You mentioned Dubai. They're getting it right in the area of tourists. They make their country, and their media showcase them.
Showcase the positive light too.
So it's the media should not just report the bads. There are a lot of goods in Nigeria. So media, please, I'm begging.
Are you saying we shouldn't report the killings in Jos and in Boko Haram?
You have to, but you as well, you balance it. You as well, there are a lot of unreported. I just mentioned to you that in my state, that's my state, a lot of tourist center in Ekiti State, in even Lagos State, even Ogun State, very close to us. There's a lot of tourist center that can be developed and showcase. So for tourist attraction, for us to even get, I don't know what our Minister of Tourism and this, I don't know what they are developing. I don't know what their program, because these are things to do. These are things to do. Partner with the state or with the private enterprise to develop all these things in win-win. And by then you are creating a lot of employment. And our youth will be off the street doing yahoo. Majority of those guys doing those cybercrime, they don't want to do it, but that is what is available. And that's the reason why I say a lot of programs that are running that I know, we need to orientate, we need to let them know you can get this done. They are not aware. Do you know what I'm doing now? I'm engaging the National Youth Council now, state by state, to see how I can through that platform.
Yeah. Get the youth involved.
Then another thing I'm doing, my strategy now is to go to secondary school, catch them young, so that we can change mindset. That everything is on money. There are value to be added. A lot of price that I pay before I get to the level I am now, that's a lot of people are now saying they want to work with me. A lot of youth will not want to do that.
Yeah.
I paid price. And I'm telling you, I paid price.
Sacrifice.
A lot of our guys don't want to do that because they see somebody that just graduated and is riding on Jeep with no valid means of the income. So I want to be like that person. And everybody's running. But if we have to, that's orientation. And we have to show them the good side.
Yeah.
I tell you, there are a lot of program running. I just mentioned it to you, before we start this program. A lot of program running, even in zero interest business finance, is 0% business finance. It's available. Skill acquisition, how I'm doing it, my NGO is doing it. So, and we still want to do more because we haven't achieved any results until when our youths are fully engaged. So, and I'll tell you for free that I have been saying that on media, that the best way to solve the insecurity is what? Number one, equality.
Yeah.
Number two, making youth relevant.
Engaging them.
Yes, engage the youth. From political scene, the Minister of Youth should be youth. The Commissioner for Youth should be youth.
Yeah.
So if we engage them like that, so we'll be able to do a program that affect their own. Not you bring somebody of 70 years to be Minister of Youth and Sport and Commissioner of Youth. What youth? We're deceiving ourselves. So please, in that respect, a lot of things we need to get it right, and that's just it.
All right, thank you so much. I have a lot of questions to ask you. As you were analyzing, you were talking about the media reporting. We shouldn't be reporting the bad side of
alone. Too much.
No, we report good sides too. But what I want to ask is concerning what you said earlier. You said you wanted to embark on a project, but the state, the country is not providing
security.
It's not secure enough due to insecurity. So in as much as youth watching us out there, because I really want us to concentrate on the people out there that they want to develop themselves by adding skills, adding knowledge, being engaged. But after having all of these skills and knowledge, and there is no enabling environment, the security is not there for them to actually express themselves, the potentials and skills. So is this not a kind of challenge to them?
It is a challenge. I've said it. That insecurity is major. Now, if my government can provide me just security and give me light, they've solved a lot of problems. I would say they've solved 70 or 80% of Nigeria problem.
Especially light.
So, and if our government is failing, I said, be a solution, don't be a complainant. That's my caption. Solve Nigeria problem and do what? Make a living, create employment, take people off the streets. There's no security. We have we have police, we have all those people, they are not getting it right. Can't we have private security outfits to provide us security? And that's money. People will joyfully pay if you can secure them. We have some retired but not tired military officers. I challenge you, I said, okay, stop complaining that when you are in the system, it's not like this, blah, blah, blah. Now you are off the system, but you can still be part of the system. By having a security habit to secure my farm, I'm going to pay. Because my investor, they are afraid of investing because of insecurity. So I said, okay, we will engage security outfit. If the experts in security outfit can say, oh, GMGO, good mind, we want to secure your farm, and this is about charge, we'll pay because we do business. That's something that are we not doing business? Are we not making money? Is the environment secure? Yes. Secure education system is bad. Instead of us having all those private universities that just produce our big graduate out, let's have technical school. I am doing that. I have a technical school now. I've launched it in February. Our section will soon commence. And what are we doing? Skill acquisition. We are not concerned about BSc. We are giving skills. So I'm solving problem. Am I not making money?
Yeah.
Actually, I call it tuition free. What my student will pay is just for other things, but the tuition is because they say, how you want to do it? Don't worry, it's not your problem. I'll pay my lecturers, don't worry. So these are things that we should do. We have tuition free institution in US. Yes, they are doing similar thing. Students pay little amount of money or other service charges, but the tuition is off, and people are adding value to their society, because if it takes education off this whole thing, that's what is happening in the north. They don't educate them, now they are carrying guns. The whole security problem we are having now is started from all there, right? Yeah. Because they don't educate them. The few elite now, they are having more problem now, and it's affecting everybody now. If you don't educate, you see, that is the problem.
We'll all reap the consequences. All right, for the sake of time, as we begin to wrap up, we're talking about human development and skills. How relevant is this topic that we are talking about? How relevant is it presently for those who feel we are just, talking gibberish on the sets today? So how relevant is skill development as a nation, especially in Nigeria?
I have said it in my opening remark that our education should be industrialized.
Yeah.
The country that Nigeria runs to today to get a lot of things done, they industrialize their education. The like of India, the best of doctors from India, cinematography is India, right?
Yeah.
Am I right? We want to come to ICT and the rest of them, and every other thing, technical, is China. So let us industrialize our education. What the discussion of today is so important. If Nigeria want to get to the next level, if we want to, Giant of Africa, we have lost that glory. Yeah, if we want to reclaim
just
it,
a blank statement.
If we want to reclaim it, we have to industrialize our education. This certificate issue institution is not the way. Let me say this. Bank of Industry engaged me recently, and they offered me to be an ambassador to orientate the public about the loans that they have to give to technical oriented people. Sir, the money is there, but information. And that's the reason why you see me from one place to the other like that to orientate. There is money. Come on, if you do this technical business. And I asked them, do you finance schools? Because I have some proprietor in my business. They said, no. All those no. But if you want to have your technical school, we will finance your technical school. So because we want to solve problem of Nigeria, all those university issues, certificates and all those things, that's not what they are looking at. And that's it. So the topic of today is so important, and we still need to do more, because we need to dig deep. There are lots in that topic. It's loaded.
And looking at all of the problems we have now, it's just like an eye-opener for you to know that you need to look into the problems and try to prefer solutions to create wealth for yourself.
I think that's where we'll be wrapping up. Thank you very much for your time this morning.
Thank you so much, sir.
Definitely, just like you said, we'll need to have a part 2 of the discussion.
Yeah, I think the conversation keeps going on.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks.
A better Nigeria is everybody's responsibility. Let's play our part.
Definitely.
That's my party notes.
All right, as we begin to wrap up, you've heard from our guest. One of the key things he said is that we should industrialize the educational system, and by so doing, we are inculcating skills on our citizens to better the society. We'll just take a very quick break, and when we'll come back, it will be a short music.